The Smart HVAC maintenance program is, as we often say, it's not just a pretty face. It's functionally an advanced maintenance program over others offered in the market. And it's smart because you're going to engage the client in a more intelligent process of decision making on maintenance. And this program, the software is called Smart HVAC Plan. It is a program that allows a maintenance advisor, formerly called a salesperson, to sit down with a client and offer the client, complete control over their maintenance plan, what the customer wants in the deliverable, in the plan. That's what we call the plan. And then to match a budget so that you're able to financially support the plan that the client directs you to deliver. So it's plan with budget, and then of course it also involves giving a communication document to the technicians so they know how to deliver the plan that was planned at the budget that was budgeted. So it's all good. And then there's a verification process, but Smart HVAC Plan allows salespeople, again, what we're now calling maintenance advisors or executive maintenance advisors, to very articulately sit down and plan, budget, and deliver maintenance. And so this is the program. This current version is 1.13. There is a company out of Canada that is developing a program called Quadra, and it will do everything that Smart HVAC Plan Lite does, and it will do it not in a Microsoft Excel platform with Visual Basic. It'll do it in a universal app platform, so you can use it on a laptop, you can use it on a desktop, you can use it on a smartphone or tabloid, and not be limited. This right here has to operate within Microsoft, in Windows, etc. So that's Smart HVAC Plan. This current version we're looking at in this training is version 1.13, and you'll be able to download this program from the website. And if you want it customized, then you would need to contact Service Energy at info@serviceenergy.com and request a customized version. And what we mean by customized is things like your brand in there and so forth. The program consists of this is a workbook. This is in Excel's terms. It's a workbook. And down below are the different worksheets. We're on the welcome sheet, and when you first come in, it will welcome you to Smart HVAC Plan. It gives you a little verbiage. Hit OK. Then, it's a left to right kind of scenario. You start with the very next worksheet. Start here, and you basically fill in the information on this sheet. You're going to learn what it all means. I'm scrolling through, the name of the client, what the contracts, who the contract's going to be by in between, their address and so forth, first name, last name, and whether it's a Miss, Mrs., Mr., whatever, title. Be sure and fill all this in, particularly all the names, because this will generate automatic letters that you can attach to your proposal, and you need to fill in all these records. Then it's going to allow you to put in the site that you're doing maintenance on, which may or may not be different than who the service maintenance agreement is by in between. And then you'll learn about it. If you scroll through it, it's got all kinds of information in here, and it allows you to enter it in. This particular example is being used by a company called Robbins Heating and Air Conditioning. The next one is a cover. It automatically generates a cover, and you'll notice it's got Jim Kohler in there. That's the salesperson at Robbins Heating and Air Conditioning. London Commercial Group is a company that we entered in over here, if you remember, right here, London Commercial Group. So that cover automatically got generated. Table of contents got generated, and it says table of contents for London Commercial Group. Intro letter, Jill Massey, that was who you entered in. Assistant Property Manager was the title you entered in over here on the Start Here page. So as you go through all of this, it's all customized, every bit of it. There's a second intro letter. There's a marketing piece. There's a very important worksheet we call comparison. Okay. At Smart, if you think about it, for it to really be smart, you've got to help a client understand the connection between what they spend on maintenance and the level of maintenance they get. And you'll hear me sometimes and the others here at Service Energy say, now that's smart. And what we mean by that is in the marketplace, they can get a full range of prices for planned maintenance. And we've given them a full range. And these were not based on just some number we came up with. You'll see how that came up in a second. It came from, I'm going to go to the worksheet right to the right, a comparison to service options. And that price, this 10,144.18 in exact dollars and cents, or if I go a couple to the right to the agreement, it rounds it up to 10,152. And I go back to comparison, that's where that 10,152 came in. It's that we actually used a $75 rate. This is a light commercial deal, and it's in a small company in Colorado Springs. Your rate may be 110, and you modify that rate. But all getting back to this is what they delivered. Now, these are deliverables. In green are what they're including. In red is what they could have offered and excluded. That's why that button red is exclude. You know, we could re-include that package AC or rooftop unit cooling for a 3-ton by selecting the worksheet, and watch this price go up when I hit include. Include. It turns to green and it went up to 10,607. Let me go and exclude it again. It's going to go from 10,607 back to 10,144. So your ability to sit down with a client and have them go through and include and exclude on your service options worksheet in this price, they begin to see the relationship between what they're including and excluding and what they're not, is pretty cool. And so this whole comparison was where we sat down with the customer and we gave them one that we call base inspection. That's what we call it. You can call it anything you want to. We can give you that for $75.12. Below that, we don't offer that. We call that subpar inspection PM. And you're welcome to find a contractor that does that. And whatever that is, $5,000, $4,000, at some point, you know, you may be just better off not to spend anything on PM because it's getting risky. That's just, you know, one of the things that we kind of say to the client. Now, what is $75.12 versus 10 versus 16? Other than price? Well, it's 73 hours, 108 hours, 189 hours in hours budgeted. They all, in our case, we all use a moderate filter performance pleated filter. We do enhanced technician skill set and a full enhanced on the smart comprehensive PM. We post verify in the last two. These are all terms you'll learn. But anyway, this is all helping the client understand exactly what you get between the different prices, so they begin to connect the dots very clearly. That price, and we call it budget, that budget and plan and budget all are relative to each other. And we say, okay, tell us more about those hours, that 189 hours. It says, well, smart comprehensive PM tasks per year, see task and times. And so you can go over here, back to the service options on any of these things we've included. Let's look at the inspection service. I can hit that and then go up here and hit the Go To button. And it takes us to what they're getting in task and the times associated. And if I scroll over here a little bit, the total time. If I go back to the service options, which I did, it takes me right back to that. And that's why we got 420 times 75 times 12 minutes times 4 visits times 7 units, that equals that amount of money. So why this is smart, why Smart HVAC Plan allows you to help your client connect the dots and not be, unnecessarily made to believe that they can get your PM for less from another competitor or a great PM program for half of your cost, is to help them expand their logic and their reasoning to understand cause and effect between include and exclude. And there's other worksheets. You're going to learn about all these. There's a satellite worksheet. There's all of these in here. Special access, smart verify. Those will be covered in another training. But for now, that is your overview of Smart HVAC Plan.